Well, Marie, thank you for joining us today at Medtech Conference.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm excited to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and we're going to play through this background noise here.
Great.
They're trying to outduel us, but I don't
Yes.
think they can. So, you are here at the conference representing Medtronic.
I am.
You also are the new chair of Medtech,
Correct.
and I think you represent unbelievable leadership, female leadership in the medtech industry. So where should we start? There's so many things to bite.
Thank you. Well, we can start with Medtronic.
Okay.
So I'm the Senior Director of Supplier Outreach there. I work for our Chief Procurement Officer, and I lead our supplier diversity and responsible sourcing programs for the company.
And how long have you been with Medtronic now?
I've been there 25 years, long time.
You are a true lifer, so you've really seen some transitions.
I have. So, our company's grown tremendously over the years and have really launched in a number of new innovations. It's really been a good career for me. I started in finance and accounting and had a number of different roles, but now I'm in procurement and really enjoying that.
And today I think Medtronic is launching or showcasing their robot in Hartford.
We are. So that's exciting for us. So we're getting into robotic surgery, which I know you've covered a lot. So that's definitely a new platform for us, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, they've got to get in that, and I saw Omar this morning. He covered some good ground there
Yes.
at Medtech Color, so that was fun. And now you've moved into the chair role of Medtech.
I did.
Let's talk about that. Tell me about Medtech and what that responsibility means to you.
Yeah, so I've been involved in Medtech representing Medtronic for a number of years, and it's got all representatives from all the companies that are here in the Commonwealth at C-suite level that are serving as a board of directors to really be the advocacy voice of the industry. So I got elected to be chair this past year, and so just taking on that new role. We just had our first board meeting where I acted as chair, and happy to serve in that role.
And Brian is doing a super job there too,
He
isn't
is doing a super job. So we hired Brian Johnson, who started about a year ago now, took over for Tom Summers, who'd really created this organization 23 years ago with Senator Ted Kennedy. So Tom did a great job, and after 23 years, chose to move on to something else. And that was a tough role to fill, but we got the perfect person. So I think Brian comes with tremendous background in the industry and really revitalizing the whole organization. So we're pretty excited about that.
What is your goal as the chair of Medtech for this next year? Have you set those goals personally for yourself?
We're still working on that, but I think one of the things we're trying to do is really elevate the whole organization. I mean, Women in Medtech has been a big program of ours. We're trying to do more of that. We had our first event this year at Draper Labs, which was a sold-out event.
It's an amazing event, yeah.
It was amazing, and we're realizing that there's really an interest of that and a need. So Brian's been a big champion of that, as well as myself and other board members. So we're looking to do more programs like that and really just re-energize the whole board and the community that we have, because we feel like we have so much value to make to the industry and have our voice be heard on Beacon Hill and Capitol Hill, and it's a voice that's listened to too.
Yeah. So let's jump into, because you're a fantastic representation of it, but female leadership in medtech. And is it represented appropriately? Is it underrepresented? What light should we shine on that?
I think it's underrepresented. I never really thought about it. I've been in this industry for a long time, and when I reflect back, there was many times that I was the only female at the table. So I think it's definitely underrepresented, and I think there's so much more awareness of it now, and companies are making a concerted effort to make sure they're giving opportunities to those women that have the skills and talents to be successful in a leadership role. So I'm happy that there's that much focus, and people are making sure we have a more inclusive environment and are giving opportunities to the very talented women that we have in this field, and making a better situation for people coming into it, encouraging the young female engineers to take roles. I have a daughter who's 20 and studying at Worcester Polytech and studying biomedical engineering. So, that's our future, is these, next generation that are coming in and they're focusing on the sciences and technology and can be great leaders for the med device.
Well, you've obviously been successful as a female executive in Medtronic, again, one of the leading medtech companies in the world. What guidance would you give to young, middle-aged, and later in career females in order to get seen and get recognized and get that at-bat that they deserve?
I guess it's simple things of, do a great job, work hard, but make sure you're seen. You have a voice, make sure you're using it. Speak up when you have something to say, contribute. And, I would also say, people always say you should have great mentors and people that can help you. And I do agree with that. And I think there have been a few people that have really helped me in my career, but I'd also say, have a board of directors for yourself. Have a number of people that can give you guidance. I follow you on LinkedIn, and there's great little tidbits there. So wherever you can get that motivation, or just how you can better invest in your own personal development, I think those are time well spent.
Yeah. What do you gauge success in medtech over the next 2 or 3 years? What are the hints or the indicators or signals that we are making progress there in regards to female leadership or inclusivity of all diversity? Do you have certain metrics you're keeping your eyes on, or what would you like to see?
Well, our CEO, Omar Ishrak, has been very progressive. As you mentioned, he was at the Medtech Color breakfast this morning. I mean, he's trying to promote and advance people of color, women. I mean, he's gone on record, and we have a goal to have 40% women in leadership. He's got a number of representatives on our executive committee. But he knows we have to do better. So I think as an organization, we're very focused on that. We have very specific metrics in terms of, how we'd like to see women and minorities represented that's reflective of our entire employee base.
Yeah, and he pointed out this morning too that whether it was association or causation, but it was good news, the inclusivity and diversity trajectory and slope line was equal to that of growth at Medtronic.
Right.
And I think there's a lot to be said about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you spending time with us today.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
It's always fun, and I'm going to be watching you again this year as you rock the medtech world for us.
Well, thanks, Joe.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
That was fun.